Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures.
Welcome back to the Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures World Headquarters. Today we're going to be taking a look at the OrcaTorch WD12 Dive Light. Alright, let's get into it. This light has 3 output settings, high, low, and strobe, with a runtime of 2 hours at high and 5 hours at low. The light intensity is advertised as 7600 CD. The beam distance 170 meters and the waterproof rating IPX8. So, what's in the box? Looks like we have a wrist lanyard with a plastic clip and some paracord and a push button slider. I like the fact that this wrist lanyard has a clip on it, but I'll probably replace that with something brass. Here we have a battery charger, 2 batteries, 3.7 volt. This must be the dive torch. Oh wait, there's a couple of O-rings, looks like 3 pre-lubricated O-rings. Assuming those are spares, and the dive light itself. Again, this is the OrcaTorch WD12, solid aluminum construction, single LED, nice push button. It's kind of recessed into the torch there. That's nice, I like that design. Hole at the end for the wrist lanyard, which I'll probably attach a snap bolt. That's just my style. Let's take a look inside. We have a double O-ring design, thick aluminum wall. Battery orientation is labeled right on the outside of the light, which is nice because sometimes I have trouble seeing inside. Some instructions: push on, off, and hold for strobe. That's probably all I really need to know. Here's some specifications. They were also listed on the outside of the box. Product warranty. Let's put a battery in and see what happens. I like the fact that there's a second battery, so you can always have one charged if you don't have a lot of time between dives. I also really like the fact that the battery orientation is on the outside. Threads on smoothly. The battery indicator is shown right here next to the on and off button. Can you see the green illumination? That lets me know this battery's nearly fully charged. Short press for on, short press for off, short press to cycle through high and low mode, and then long press in high or low mode to enter the strobe. It's pretty compact. I could see carrying that in a pocket. Well, let's get it in the water and see how it does. This is a night dive, and I've decided to label the modes on the screen. I think the visibility here must be maybe 7 feet. Maybe, yeah, probably 7 feet. I was going to say 5 to 10, but I think it's probably around 7 feet. Again, this is a night dive, and there's no moon tonight, so it really is pretty dark. No ambient light helping out. This is a shallow dive, probably about maximum of 25 feet. This is dive number 2, and this is a cavern dive. A cavern dive on a very dark, cold day. Not that the cold matters in terms of the light's performance, but dark and rainy, there was no ambient light. Even though it's a cavern dive, no ambient light to speak of. So you can see when the light's off, it's really dark. Again, I've labeled the current mode of the light on the screen and cycled through the modes so you get an idea of the light's performance. The visibility here, even though there's quite a bit of particulate in the water, was probably 40 or 50 feet. Drop me a comment and let me know what you think of my test scenarios. My final thoughts: compact design, quality build, puts out a decent amount of light. Probably carry that as my backup in my pocket. Even carry it on day dives because it's so compact in case I want to look under or in something.